Welcome, bienvenido to Metamorphosis Rocks. My name is Roxana, and today we're going to speak about Patreon, YouTube celebs, Peter Monn, and Fakery. Now, the title might seem a little clickbaity, and I don't do clickbaity titles, but I just thought this was an important conversation that needs to be done by more YouTubers, even if those of us that don't have a large following or a big a little following. Doesn't matter how big your following is, we should all be talking about this. It was inspired by a Facebook group I belong to and also by Peter Monn. And if you don't know who Peter Monn is, to paraphrase him, what you don't know is a lot. Peter Monn is a YouTuber. He's actually a big fan of YouTube. You can tell because he knows pretty much everybody that has a channel on YouTube. And by know, I mean that he watches pretty much everything that goes on YouTube. I think he watches more YouTube than he watches real TV. But I don't know what time he does it because he has a full-time job. He reads books like a crazy person, and then he has time for YouTube. I haven't figured out that trick, and when I do, I am definitely going to use it. But Peter Monn has as far as I know, four channels. He has a health, journey to health kind of channel. He has a booktube channel. He has a vlog, and then he has drama channel. And the reason why I say drama channel is because he doesn't do drama like most people. What he'll do is he'll get, by now a lot of people send him messages telling him you need to talk about this, you need to talk about that, and he'll go watch a few videos and give you his impressions about the YouTube celebrity in question. The funny thing is, I think YouTube celebrities should hire him for their PR because unfortunately many of these people hire regular PR firms, and PR firms might not be that well suited to deal with social media. And this man definitely has the pulse of social media. And I honestly think more people should hire him. But anyway, um, Peter Monn's been talking in the last few, he's done 4 or 5 videos about different YouTube celebrities. And he has discussed the topic of Patreon and fakery. Now, let's go first with Patreon. I have absolutely nothing against Patreon or GoFundMe or any of those crowdsourcing sites. In fact, I love them. The problem is when people use them the wrong way. And I'm going to get to that. As far as fakery, he's not calling out the YouTube celebrities as lying about any medical condition or any situation because we don't know. We don't have medical degrees. We don't have any information on these people. The reason why it becomes fakery, and I absolutely agree with him, is because people will say that they have some sort of medical ailment and that they need medical treatment and ask for money, be it through Patreon, or they'll open a GoFundMe, or they'll do videos hoping that people will give them money, and they will get their money. But instead of using it for the so-called medical treatment, they use it to buy a house or go on a trip. That's where, you sit there and you go, what the? There was a very famous YouTuber that made a video, and this is not what he said. This is what I saw. This person made a video about how they might have to go and get a real job because they're not getting that much money from YouTube, and they got a ton of money from people that feel sorry for them and proceeded to go on a trip. It's all about priorities, people. If you really have a medical ailment, don't you think maybe you should use your money for your medical treatment? If you are worried that your income is being reduced by new YouTube rules or algorithms or whatever it is, don't you think your money would be better served if you used it to pay your bills and make sure that your house is paid? I'm just saying. Now, in the interest of self-disclosure, let me explain that I have 22 subscribers. My videos might get on average 3 views. So I'm not a big YouTuber by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't consider myself to be an important YouTuber. I like to make videos. I like to learn the tools for this particular platform because I have a Facebook and I'm relatively successful with my Facebook for what I want it to be. But YouTube is, even though I have videos and I've been on YouTube for years, I have never actually consistently done YouTube. The purpose for me of doing YouTube is to learn the platform, to learn how to do it better, to learn how to do public speaking better. So it's not a money making activity, I guess is what I'm trying to say. My money making activities is applying for jobs and getting little projects and doing projects and selling the stuff I own to make money to help with the bills around the house. But this is not an income producing activity. So obviously I have a different perspective than the average YouTuber that wants to make money out of this. And the problem is that when you, as a YouTube celebrity, use any platform the wrong way, you make it a lot harder for people like me when we decide to use certain platforms to get money. I'm going to give you an example. If a YouTube, in I am not talking about anybody in particular, but if you have a YouTuber that tells you that they have a medical condition and that they need money for treatment, and you'll go run around, get, if everybody donates $5 and you get them $1,000,000, okay? That person then goes on a trip all over the Caribbean. Well, not the Caribbean because the Caribbean is pretty destroyed right now, but Europe, okay? Now, there's going to be a backlash to that. There's going to be people that are going to start calling you a fake. And by the way, you might have a medical condition and you might be getting treatment for that medical condition, but you raise funds under the false pretenses because you use the money for something other than what you were going to use it for. Now, 2 or 3 weeks later, I come by and decide to do a GoFundMe because I need money to, I don't know, to start a business, which is, I've been thinking about it, but I don't know if I should do it because of what I'm about to explain to you. And before I even make a video or get the campaign started, people start calling me fake because, oh, you're going to use the money for something else. Not because I have in the past, but because somebody else has done it in the past. And now everybody that goes to GoFundMe is a fake. We've all seen it. We all know it's happened. So this is not news for you. So why am I saying all this? Well, and why am I saying that this is a topic that must be had? For many people, YouTube is a source of income. And again, I don't make money off YouTube. So I think one time I opened one of the statistics and it said I had made 9 cents. And I'm like, well, I never got a check for 9 cents. Had I gotten a check for 9 cents, I would have framed it and put it right here so you can see it, because I would have loved that. That would have made my day. But I don't make money off of YouTube, and I don't expect to make money out of YouTube ever. That doesn't mean that if I wake up one morning and I have 1 million subscribers and people are sending me money hands over fist, I'm going to be sad. No, I am going to enjoy it. Doesn't mean that if I ever become a famous YouTube celebrity, I'm not going to enjoy that too. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to learn the craft. I'm here to share information. I wish you would stop calling because I'm recording. Sorry. I'm here to create something that might help me in the future with other things. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to get a little bit more focused on YouTube in the future, because I do think this is a very useful tool, but it is not a tool for me to make money. That being said, I love studying people and studying why people do things. I do see a lot of YouTubers that are complaining about the fact that recent changes in YouTube are keeping them from their money, and how they are complaining that they might have to get a real job. And for people like me and Peter Monn and others who actually have real jobs, it's kind of off-putting, I guess is the word I want to use. Getting a real job is nothing bad. And you have to remember that many of your supporters have real jobs. They would love to do what you do, and they don't because they have real jobs and they don't see how they can have the time to do what you do. So instead of complaining about how YouTube is cutting your income, maybe you should look for other ways to make that income. I've noticed that some other YouTubers that are just as famous and just as big as you are not complaining about it at all. They might have mentioned it once in a while, but they haven't complained about it as much as you do. I have never heard certain people, and I'm not going to mention them by names, I have never heard certain people say, oh, I'm gonna have to go get a real job. No, because they've used YouTube as a tool and they've made money off of YouTube, but that has led to other things. Some people have done collaborations, some people have done movies, some people have done merchandise. You need, you have to diversify. It doesn't matter what business you're in. You have to diversify. If you want to really make money, you have to keep in mind that you don't make money from one source. You have to have several sources. This is something that network marketers know only too well. That it's not just selling the product, it's also recruiting people, it's also doing other things. And that's how you make money. Any person that has any amounts of money that you would think are decent amounts of money diversifies in order to make more money. So you sitting in front of your camera doing videos is not the only activity that you can do related to your YouTube channel in order for you to make money. What you need to do is stop getting in your head and start thinking outside the box on what other things you can do. For example, there's a girl, and I don't know her name, but there's a girl that does, not conspiracy theory, well, I guess it is conspiracy theories, but she actually does a lot of research in that and does some really cool things. I would have taken those and parlayed them into speaking engagements. There is a market for that. And the proof that you have that there is a market for that is the fact that you actually have a lot of followers. For makeup gurus, of the obvious one is a collab with a makeup company. That is just a gimme. But that's not the only thing you can do. You can create your own makeup. You can do your merchandise. You can sell t-shirts and stuff like that. For somebody that, for Peter Monn, for example, Peter Monn writes books. That would be another source of income for him. We all have other ways to make money. We need to stop blaming YouTube for whatever our fortune is. And by the way, that particular aspect of the conversation has been disputed by certain YouTubers that are saying that no, that they're making the same amount of money they were making before. Now, I don't know if it depends on how many followers you have, because again, I don't have that many. But either way, you need to find other resources. Even if YouTube had not changed anything at all, popularity comes and goes. You can have a YouTuber with 5 million subscribers today, and a year from now he might have 3 million. For whatever reason, he's not as popular, the content is a little aged, you did not grow with your base, whatever. So you need to look for other sources of income, including YouTube as a complete marketing strategy. I'm not no expert, I just use common sense. So I think I've mentioned everything. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. And there's one more thing I wanted to bring up. There is a difference between celebrities, YouTube celebrities, and YouTube creators. Now, there are YouTube creators that have become YouTube celebrities, and they have both titles to their name. But what I mean by a YouTube celebrity is somebody that thinks that the only purpose of YouTube is to make money and get famous. There are a lot of people that are not like that. And I wish you would watch more of them. We're here, we're creating content every day. We are sharing content every day. And we wish you would watch us too. Um, you can only try so many versions of the same makeup video before you realize that, there's even the makeup gurus are saying we have to constantly change what we do, because if not, you would get bored. There's only so many cooking lessons you can take online. There is only so many art lessons or cat videos or whatever. Give other people a chance. Start expanding your circle of influence. You never know what you might find. And yes, that is very self-serving comment I'm making. I realize that. But that's all I want to say today. A big shout out to Peter Monn, because he inspires me every day. Every day I say I'm going to do the same thing he's doing and I don't. But um, thank you for posting the videos that you do, because you are helping a lot of people and that is so cool. I'll be back with yet another conversation tomorrow. Leave me your comments below. Tell me what you think and have a nice day.